was looking back on my memories from like 3 years ago. I wrote a list of places that I wanted to visit after the pandemic happened. So this was during COVID, and I was like, these are the places that I want to go after everything gets back to normal. And I listed 5 cities, and one of the cities was Tokyo. And this year, on my first international flight since COVID, I went to Tokyo. And I also went to other cities in Japan. But yeah, this has kind of been a long time coming. I feel like it's kind of been full circle. I didn't even realize that I wrote that until after I bought the tickets, and I was just looking back at my like memories on my Instagram stories, and I was like, wow, look at me. And I had an amazing time in Japan. Well, we're going to Japan. How are you feeling? How are you feeling? Diva. You're feeling diva?
Safety is our priority, so we'll take a moment to share a few core reminders. Checking the bag here, the gate area.
Oh yeah. Do you want Dramamine? You want Dramamine?
What?
You want Dramamine?
Was it what?
So this is the first part of my Tokyo trip.
I want to film myself eating.
Airplane mukbang. We eating good today. Okay, this is miso chicken. This is soba noodles, corn and edamame, a brownie, and a roll. Okay. We arrived to Narita Airport on the night of May 12th, so around 5 p.m. When we got there, we were kind of scrambling. We did not really know what to do. We got there, we did our money exchange, we got our pocket Wi-Fi, and we got our Suica cards. And we were a little confused about which train to take at first, but it ended up working out. We got on the Skyliner, which we didn't know that you had to buy like separate tickets for. Just remember, if you are taking the Skyliner, it is separate from your Suica card stuff.
The doors on the left side will open. Please change it for the Chiyoda subway line and the Horitoneri liner.
I booked a hostel for the first few nights in Tokyo just because I wanted to try like that whole, I don't know, young traveler vibe. I mean, you get what you get. It's cheap. If you're not going to be in your room a lot, then I don't see the point of having like expensive places to stay. But I don't think I'm that sort of traveler. Like, I'm very much a resting in the middle of the day type of girl. Those first few days in Tokyo, girl, I was pooped. Like, I was dead. Literally, we would wake up at like 6 a.m., get out, come back at like 11 p.m. and I was taking classes, so I was probably up to like 2 a.m. I'm literally so tired in these videos, and you can see how bad my under eyes were. But you know, you get what you get. It was $40 a night, and each of us got like a little bunk. But yeah, we went to 7-Eleven, which was our first stop. We hadn't eaten since our meal that we had on the plane.
Burgers here, bro. Like deadass, like mini burger. Look how tiny that is.
The burger, oh my god.
We should get the.
Oh, true. Let's get these.
Onigiri.
This one is red salmon and salt. Let's get.
I just want red salmon and salt.
They're not cold though.
Beef and mustard
What?
spinach.
Yeah, they're not
has a
supposed
card?
to be cold. This is cinematic. Look at this. Whoa. Then we walked like around the neighborhood. We ate our onigiri. We drank our little drinks, and it was a lot of fun. We're literally right next to an Italian restaurant. I'm dead.
That's Italian?
Yeah. So after we did all of that, I like went down into the cafe under our hostel because it was open till midnight. My friend Ricardo and my cousin Hao, they come into the cafe and they are like, Sophia, and I'm like, what? I'm in the middle of something because I was trying to get my work done for school. They were like, girl, Natalie's missing. Like my sister is like missing. So I was like freaking out. I was like, no way. Like we literally got here like 2 hours ago. Like there's no way this girl is gone already. I went to check find my iPhone, and her location was all the way across the city. So I was freaking out and I was like, what in the world? Literally, I wasn't even away from her for that long. Like I swear I was just down there for like 15 minutes and I was like, how is this girl all the way across the city already? There's no way she got there that fast. Turns out her iPhone just didn't update, but still it was like scary. I was freaking out. Turns out she was in the bathroom the whole time and Ricardo and Hao just were not looking hard enough. But yeah, that was the first night. I had a heart attack, basically. Initially with hostel traveling, I was kind of scared. I honestly would have stayed in like all women's housing, and they did have all women's housing, but you know, I didn't want to split up the group, and we had like Ricardo with us, so I was trying to keep everyone together. We went in May, and everyone says don't go to Japan in June because it's like monsoon season and it's like raining all the time. Yeah, you were literally right there. But it was raining so much and my hair was suffering. It's like a wavy, frizzy mess. The first thing we did the next morning was we went to a shrine.
Should we go up this side?
Hi. We're here at shrine.
Okay, so we're here. So if we just go straight, we're gonna go straight down.
Also, remember to bow when you go into the shrines because it's a sacred ground and you're supposed to show respect. I did do that, but it looks really weird. I like stopped and I like bowed before I entered, so I don't know, I just kind of looked dumb, and I like look back at the videos and everyone's just bowing as they're walking in, and I just stopped there. And then we prayed at the shrine and we just asked for whatever. This is the day we tried to look for Shibuya Scramble, but it was like really hard because we got pocket Wi-Fi. We had just very bad service a lot of the times because sometimes the Wi-Fi wouldn't work. So we were having trouble finding this crossing, but then we did end up finding it. We're in Shibuya right now. I don't know what this is called.
Shibuya Scramble Squared. Ah! Goddamn!
Oh.
Put the umbrella away.
Put the umbrella away. It's obscuring your face. Get in the center here. Hello.
Put the umbrella behind you. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
I want to see
Why is it still recording? Oh my god, they're rehearsing something up there.
And it was really cool just to be there and be like in a place that you see on so many TV shows and you see on like so many movies and places online. Like you were there in like such a famous place. It was really cool. Although it was a lot smaller than I thought. I was expecting this huge like crossing, but I mean it was still cool because it was just so busy and there was just a lot of people, but I was expecting something bigger.
Ricardo, turn around. What's up? Okay, nobody's paying attention.
That has to be karaoke. Straight.
Look at their replicas. Oh, gotcha. Do you guys want to get gotcha? Yeah.
This part stinks.
That's what we did. It's raining, so my hair is frizzy. The only thing that we've had to eat in the past like 24 hours are rice balls from the convenience store. Rice balls. Onigiri. We're waiting for the food store to open. That's edgy. That's like so edgy.
Fuck the patriarchy.
You should take the inside, the shirt inside out, and now you would slay. The little cleavage boobs, yeah.
Yeah, make sure everyone in Japan is
Like-
big tattoos.
Turn around, if I was you, I would take that shit out.
No, the bots are really bad. The bots are so bad. This is like, ow, like I don't have the shirt inside.
Just like those enemies do like the fucking fucking go. Go around you.
Period.
Period.
I'm so worried. I'm sorry.
Does this look dumb? I look dumb.
I look really dumb actually.
Okay, I guess we're not seeing the pets anymore. Okay. And also like the dog, it's like a royal breed from Japan. It's called Akita. It's like very, very smart. Which is like only like the royal people have it.
That's why they gave one to Putin. They gave a dog to Putin and he would hold it by his scruff and be like
Okay.
And if you didn't know what hachiko is, it was a dog that would wait for its owner every day after he went to work. They would meet at Shibuya Station every day after the owner came back from work. And so when the owner died, the dog would still come back to that place every day waiting for him. And he like waited there for like 10 years until the dog died, basically.
I guess we don't need to take a picture with Hachiko. Can we just like stay in the video? Like, there's the dog, me in front of the dog.
Yeah, just go straight. And then we have to cross to the right whenever we have a chance.
I don't care. Like Statue of Liberty right now. Wait, wait, what?
I point 5, but it's the wrong camera. It's not the other side, bro. You're fucking kidding me.
And then we went to the giant Don Quixote in Shibuya. I did buy a lot of like random makeup stuff. I honestly wish I bought more because I don't know when I'm gonna go back to Japan, and buying stuff here is like 2 times more expensive. Yeah, we spent way too much time just standing in there. There's a lot of like, you know, interesting things. Oh wait, these hair clips are cute.
I know.
Should I get some? Mickey hair clips.
Oh my god, look at the bra.
Oh, so cute. After that, we had like our first proper meal in 2 days. We went to get manja, which is basically okonomiyaki, but like Kanto region okonomiyaki.
This is my POV.
Oh my god, look at the beauty filter.
I love it. Booty filter. POV. Your glass of water out of okonomiyaki.
And then we have a little, what's off, I don't know what it is. It's pretty cute.
It's cute. It looks like only real fancy knows. It looks like the
Ginger.
season chart. So over here on the opposite side we have the Natalie.
And then we have Sophia. Let's see his ass move towards it. What? What the hell are you saying?
This is egg yolk. It's so red.
That's creamy.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
It was good, but then we were like in a food coma because we ate way too much. So we went back to the hostel. Ricardo's like passed out. My sister, my cousin, and I thought it would be a good idea to go to 7-Eleven and buy more food, even though we were like already really full from eating. But we bought some snacks and drinks, and we were just sitting outside the 7-Eleven next to our hostel, and we were just like chilling out on this bench. Almost kidnapped 2 days in a row. Like, this is crazy. And see, Japan's like pretty safe, right? So honestly, I shouldn't be too worried. But you know, sometimes you hear like those crazy crime stories that come out of Japan, and I'm like, dang, don't do what I did. My friend went to Japan like 2 weeks before me, and she was telling me a story about her time there, and honestly, I was horrified. This is right before I left, and I was talking to her on the phone. I was like, I would never do something like that, but I kind of did something like that, and I was kind of stupid. We were sitting on this bench, like, you know, eating our little snacks from 7-Eleven. There's this boy on the other side of the bench, and when I went to bring out my camera to take a picture of my sister, he was like, oh my gosh, what camera is that? He spoke in English to us, probably because we talk way too loud. We were obviously speaking in English. Anyways, I like showed him. I was like, oh, it's a Canon, blah, 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 blah. Then he like showed me his camera, and I was like, oh, cool. But yeah, he was just like, do you want to see my supply shop? And I was just like, supply shop? Like, where? And he's like, oh, it's right here. And he points right behind us. And I'm like, right? Like, what do you mean? Like, this is a barber shop. I'm like, where's the sign? And he didn't really speak that much English, so I don't think he knew what I was saying. I barely know Japanese, so I didn't even know what the word for sign was. Anyways, he was like, it's back here. It's like back here. He's just pointing to the back the whole time. And I'm like, all I see is a barber shop. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. So I was like looking at my cousin and my sister, and we're just all like, you know, like side-eyeing each other, and like, maybe, like, yeah. And then it was like a very reluctant, like, collective, yeah. And then we all went in there and we followed him. So he takes us into this place. So he unlocks this giant door to a basement, and I was like, this is the end for me. And I'm sure my sister and my cousin were freaking out too. So we were like, text Ricardo. Meanwhile, this man is passed out in the hostel. I'm sure he wouldn't have read the message until it was too late. We were walking into this basement. It looked sketch because the door was really big that he opened and unlocked. So we walked in. It ended up being like a really nice supply shop. It had like some cool street clothing, by the way. You can follow them on Instagram if you want and see what we walked into. But still, it was scary because I didn't know who this kid was, and he was just out there smoking cigarettes. He ended up being really nice, and we ended up hanging out with him 2 days later. And then my cousin and I went to visit our friend. So this guy she went to high school with, and he went to college with me. I had no idea what this man was up to. He was like in Argentina for like the past year. I guess he's having fun just traveling around.
Puppy! Puppy! Can we pet him?
No, I mean, it's someone else's pet. I don't think that's like... His eyes look human.
So uncanny. Okay, let's stop annoying him. That's so mean.
So this is the end of part 1 of my Japan vlog. Subscribe for the next episode. I have a lot more Japan content coming. I recorded way too much. Thank you for watching. Come back next time. We'll have part 2 up soon. Bye!